Well, I will start my speech. As, ada suaranya. I will start my speech in three, two, one. Ladies and gentlemen, according to the debate that we already saw, that we can clearly see what is the opening government trying to say. So one that we are going to mention is that the opening government say that billions only that will be punished. They will only, in their system, they will only punish billions only. And they say that they will take away the assets more than what they have stolen. And in the same time, they also say that, oh, we are not going to punish them and we are not going to impoverish the corruptors so badly. So we can know that how contradictory it is. It's actually unclear from the government side. They cannot depict it well, but they didn't define it well. So what is the meaning of not so bad? It's subjective in the first place. Secondly, it is ironic because they said we will not punish them in a bad way. Yet, in the same time, they say that they will took away the assets the corruptors have more than what they have stolen as something that will make them repentant and actually regret about what they did, which is it is clearly it's a clear mistakes and faulty that we see from the government side. Instead, in our system, we believe that we can maximize what we have right now. Instead of as the LO and DLO already mentioned in the first place, that it is better actually to build the compliance, ladies and gentlemen. Like we see, the example is no matter how much we try to kill the drugs dealer, the drugs user, still there are so many people who are using drugs. They are being drug dealers and also drug users because they don't care at all. It's also the same thing for the corruptors. No matter what kind of new rules or new amendments that you are going to add, it's actually going just to burden the government side instead of helping people itself. And also they mentioned that the LO and the LO didn't speak about the stakeholder that poor people that has been taken, that the money has been taken away. Well, ladies and gentlemen, instead of focusing to this, why not we thinking about the corruptors that we are going to be poor because of impoverishment? They will also become one of the poor members. They will become poor members, as the LO mentioned. And also, the government side trying to frame that as if that the impoverishment is the best solution, while actually there will be numerous errors. And something that we are going to add, our argument is that how are they going to make sure that the assets that the corruptors bought is using people money? We don't even know the exact amount. It will need another investigations that will cost a lot too, like how to investigate where the money flows. We don't know that, even though there is track records. Yes, indeed, but still, there are certain things, certain assets that they couldn't sell in the certain amount. Like, let's say the corruptors bought a car. So as we know that after a few years, let's say even 1 year, the car price will decrease. So it doesn't solve any problem at all, even for the country. So in our system, we believe that actually we can prove that uh, the corruptors will be punished accordingly and they will feel repentant. Why? Because we are going to maximizing what does exist today instead of trying to add another amendments or another rules that will cost a lot too. We are really stressing this point. Why maximizing the thing that has exist today? Well, the problem is that we already mentioned that today about prison. Now, a lot of corruptors, even though they are deserved to be in prison for 10 years, they actually didn't stay in the prison. Instead, they go here and there, go out because they pay because maybe they have still connection. That is something that we already mentioned. The opposition already mentioned that the corruptors still have connection, which is it is actually something that we should cut instead of taking money from them, because this connection and relationship with a certain people that they have, it helps them to go here and there from the prison. So we are going to maximizing the prison and jail because it's already effective. And secondly, we are going to put them in rehabilitation, which is in that place, rehabilitation, specifically speaking, they can work for the government, uh, and they will paid. They will be paid. There will be a food. There will be a good sanitary for them. They will be still got paid, even though it might not as high as before as their salary, but it will actually turning back the government money in that kind of way by working. Also, another to mention that we remember is that once again, if we are going to impose the corruptors, we don't know which money that they use for buying assets from their corruption money or from their own salary money. We don't know how to differentiate this both, which is it's basically more complicated. So we believe that this system is ineffective at all. It is not recommended. So in conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, if we trying to maximize what we have today, jail system and rehabilitation system, everything will be fine. The corruptors will repent on what they are doing, and also it will be a lesson for the people for not so that they are not going to do the same thing by building the compliance, building a consciousness that it is a bad deed. That is all. Thank you.
So it seems like targets were KII or failed in action and something just take down like taking off. And I'm gonna start my yes.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah. So I'm gonna start my dialogue right now. So this this Laura is talking about the really opinion for now. Like the investigate if you want to follow the rehabilitation on the prison and you want to embrace the kind of character, it cannot. Many prison warden, I am justifying, I think this prison warden needs money to be completed in Indonesia, Aston. Yeah, you know that what I mean is rehabilitation is it an option to the corruptors that criminalize upper such 1 trillion rupiah such as Joko Chandra, the Supreme Court of Indonesia. And what the hell? And it's right to be just in prison for 4 years. That's way that's not making sense. So the government they only punish a billion of impoverished, unclear from the government. So the government is talking about the punish billion only the politicians. So that's good. That that's a that's a different that between the government and the people's one because the government want to stabilizing the whole system. The whole system was gonna have up and they're gonna stabilizing. So the corruption needs to be ended, punished in a bad way. This is the prison of punishment in a bad way, but it only punish like they were having a lot of time, having lots of time on in the prison, and uh, like Laura say, like kill the drug dealer from reaching its consumer is really really illogic. It's really really logic because what the government do is maybe this practice so of the new world of the amendment, it didn't speak about the poor will go poorer and poor or the poverty. So it didn't speak. If you want to talk about the poor, so the representative of the people of the DPR is going to be had. If you want to go to jail, you can be sitting in the wall watching TV, play some PS4, play some iMac, and blah. You're gonna be you're gonna be exclusive. You're gonna be exclusive. You can write something, you can do something, and you can networking with your family or other things. So big, the price will be the creep, the club will be punished instead of adding the amendment. Yeah, instead of adding the amendment, we can exactly to punish him, punish him in the way that they were deserved. The problem is instead to be they got out of house that uh, still have a connection of certain people. Um, yeah, inside the prison, they will have still have a connection with certain people, and you know that um, such as Najwa Shihab Shihab in the 2000 maybe 2009 and it was like Setia Novanto were in the room that was very bad. Like or the Holy Quran, he mentioned they reading the Quran, and after that we see on the board it's like a new paper on the dot, but not writing by the make maker, video maker. So influence going to be impoverished. I want to talk about yeah, children parenting like Andrina Sodak. So, why is the children parenting like Andrina Sodak and they were in the prison? So, Andrina Sodak had children that were the dad is dead, and he has to parent the child and the son and the daughter. So,
Yeah, as that's everything. From what I say is how to investigate the money fall. They call them certain amount that were salary from the politics and the corruption they make. So in my position, I'm really focused on what the RUU the rancangan undang-undang sekarang, not to amendment, not making even far worse, but I want to make an even simple and speak about the poor people and they needed money and and they were politics is the better environment can be created in this advanced welfare. So in the world like this, I want to be I want to be an advanced. I want to create a system that where modern welfare, that the poor one has to be get great kindness and the politics not to do the corruption. So thank you for me.